Coming up tomorrow, we have the State of the Union, which is gonna be wild. I'm sure he's gonna announce multiple wars. But the thing is that on the cusp of that State of the Union, the American people have been polled about it, and they're pretty clear that they think the State of the Union sucks. And we have a lot of evidence for it. So first, overall approval of Donald Trump's job performance. He's at 39% according to the New York Times, which is obviously not great. And when you ask people about the specifics, so like different areas, maybe they like some, don't like others. Well, disapproval on things like the US-Mexico border, immigration, the economy, US relations with other countries, tariffs, inflation. He is negative on literally every one of those things. He's literally negative on his handling of the border, which is like the thing he likes to brag the most about, and that's why it's my favorite one. I don't even want the border to be closed down in the way that he's doing because of the massive amount of waste. I think that they're breaking the law. I think that they're abusing people, all of that. But like a lot of conservatives supposedly do want that, and they don't even like the state of the border, let alone immigration. He is massively underwater on immigration in general now, just as underwater on the economy, hugely underwater on inflation. Tariffs, by the way, are one of the things that he polls the lowest on, and yet he decided not to take the parachute provided to him by SCOTUS. He's gonna keep the tariffs in place. By the way, independents, who are gonna be very important in the upcoming midterm elections, they believe that he has gone beyond his authority as president. 70+% of them say that at this point. 26% of Republicans say he's exceeded his authority as president. Are they not merciful in briefly acknowledging some of the Constitution? 3 out of 4 are like, that's totally cool. I mean, yeah, he may be a dictator, but like, I like him. He doesn't seem to like trans people, so he can do whatever the hell he wants, I suppose. Most Americans, 56%, say that he is not committed to protecting Americans' rights and freedoms, obviously. More than 6 in 10, that's 62%, say he's using the presidency to enrich himself. That is still shockingly low. 56% say his administration has not been transparent in releasing government files from the investigation of Jeffrey Epstein. And this is the point in a polling block, JR, where I've been like saying things that are like technically good, but I just get more and more depressed because although the numbers are good, they're nowhere near what they should be. And I just get more and more ashamed of the country we live in. And let's have a little bit more of that. So here is people's evaluation of his physical and mental traits. Now, some of these are trending down. For instance, is he a strong leader? He's lost a couple of points on that. Is he in good enough physical health to be president? He has lost a few points on that, as well as mental sharpness. Trustworthiness has always been very low. There are a lot of Trump supporters who do not believe he is honest and trustworthy, which is just a wild thing to grapple with. But the thing about it is, there are still 43% that think that he has the mental sharpness to be president. There are 48% that think that this mountain on cankles isn't good enough physical health to be president. He is not in good enough physical health to stay awake during a Board of Peace meeting. And they, for some reason, are still buying the propaganda. But that said, as cynical as I might be, overall the numbers are bad. And tomorrow, JR, is his opportunity to try to turn things back around. What do you think he's going to do at the State of the Union? What do you think?
I'm not sure how a speech can really turn things back around when the disapprovals are based on your actions, your policy, your agenda, the things that you've done. Because they've been very active, as we've seen. That's part of the frustration, is that many people talk about it on the oppositional side of it, and then they're continuing to do things, destructive things, internationally, at home, destroying the economy, stealing people's money, all this that's happening. I'm not sure how he can say anything that's gonna help. It's gonna be, I think, it's gonna be like a revisiting of all of his normal hits, the sucky ones, the ones where he keeps talking about how great he's done. He just had a little speech. It was like a warm-up session when he was talking about affordability. You notice no one's talking about affordability anymore. That's because I won on affordability, bro. That should be in every campaign ad of anybody that runs against any Republican upcoming. But he's gonna continue with those same empty-headed talking points about how he's so wonderful and great because people aren't paying attention to how much they've been normalized into higher prices for everything because they're powerless to do anything about it. So he's gonna go through all of them. Maybe they're gonna be some fireworks and maybe a WWE style entrance. I don't know what they're gonna try and pull off next to try and make sure that this guy looks any different than what everyone already knows. I do think we may catch one outburst like we have in the past. That may be the thing willing to bet one way or another on. The over under on the outbursts is what I'm looking forward to.
What I'm looking forward to is the ratings being really low and him complaining about that and lying, saying they're higher. Yeah, no, I mean, look, this is his effort. Like, this is his opportunity. First of all, he's not gonna take responsibility. He's not gonna acknowledge faults and he has to do, but all this stuff that like might actually help him. He is too dumb, too small, too pathetic to actually do. But he is going to try to distract. He's going to try to attack the people who are focusing on Epstein, or maybe he won't even bring it up. Maybe he'll launch a new war. Like maybe he'll say that as I say this, Iran's being turned into glass. Like he's gonna do something to try to distract from his failures. We'll see. He will likely remember he's going to be in the room with the Supreme Court.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. What's he gonna say to them? Just a thought. Just a thought.